Hey everyone, I'm Don Saladino coming to you today with a mobility in 10 workout. All right, this is really simple. It's 5 exercises. It's body weight only. I like to refer as mobility as the combination of stability and flexibility. So for those of you who've been sitting a lot, especially through this pandemic, this is gonna help you unwind a bit, get you loose, help you with recovery, but you're also gonna pretty much improve your day-to-day function. So I'm gonna get you guys started right now. So the first thing I want you to do is we're gonna get into a half kneeling position. If you need, use a pillow or a foam pad, and we're gonna go with our arms overhead, and we're just gonna slightly tilt and slightly push into it a bit. Now what I'm focusing on is I'm keeping my ribs down, going for about 5 repetitions, which is about 5 breaths. Breathing and relaxing into the stretch. I'm starting to feel my hips open up a bit, my lats, my shoulders. Reaching back, switching legs. So what I love about this one is we're getting a good stretch to the hip flexors, a little bit in that quad as well, but also we're working that lat, which is helping with shoulder function. Roughly about 3 to 5 breaths. Slowly feeling myself open up, relaxing into that stretch. Awesome. Now we're gonna lay down flat on the floor, go into a dynamic hamstring stretch, laying flat on our back. If you can, keep that opposite leg straight. If you can't, we can bend it. We're all at different levels here. So we're gonna extend, and we're gonna bend, and we're gonna go into 10 light kicks. 3, 4, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Switching legs. The key here with our mobility work is we don't want to strain. We want to really try and relax, allow that nervous system to stay calm. I find that getting into position becomes a lot easier when we're not straining. And going to our dynamic quad now. So just laying right down onto our side, breathing, relaxing into this. Grabbing my foot. Now for some reason, if that's a little too difficult, we can grab our shin. And from here, I just want you to pull back, let that knee come forward. I spend about 10 minutes a day at minimum on my mobility work. And it just allows me to be able to push myself with, things that I love to do, whether it's activity or even work. I mean, sitting is the worst thing for us. So if you're in front of a computer, if you're in a car a lot, I think taking little frequent breaks throughout the day and even just mixing in 1 or 2 of these movements and spreading that out throughout a day is something that I find is very overlooked. And I think we always feel like we need these long workouts, these long 60 to 90 minute training sessions, and it's really not the case. We can break it down. And good, all right, it's about 10 there. So now getting into a kneeling position. Again, if you need a foam pad or a pillow, please use it. I'm sitting back onto my heels, which is gonna allow me to lock in my lumbar spine. If that feels uncomfortable, we can come up onto our knees a little bit more. But I'm gonna sit back, hand on my back, open up to the ceiling, and close. We're gonna go for 10 reps. Relaxing into the stretch, really working on this thoracic rotation. Great, going to the other side. It's normal to feel a little bit of a discrepancy from side to side. I know this side has always felt a little tighter on me, so it's just important to be mindful, not put too much pressure on yourself, and just say it's something that I'm going to work on doing. All right, last one is going to a cat and dog. So now we're working onto our thoracic extension. I'm gonna push away from the floor. About 10 repetitions, back and forth. Pushing away, rounding, head to the ceiling. Trying not to strain. Go 2 more. Good. Let's take it right back. So now we're gonna go back into that half kneeling hip flexor stretch, overhead and tilting. Now every set I'm gonna be able to take it a little bit further, all right? This is also great because I'm getting that heart rate up a little bit. I feel like you can call this a warm up. This is really what I like to call movement prep. By getting our heart rate up a little bit, we're getting the blood moving, we're getting that tissue moving, but this could count as a warm up, this can count as a cool down. This could be something you can throw in throughout your day at any point. Awesome. Let's go back into that dynamic hamstring. Laying flat back on the ground, extending. It's funny, as every set I go through on this, I'm gonna feel like I get looser and looser. I was just working in front of my computer for like an hour, and it's incredible how tight your body can get. I always recommend that every 30 minutes, you stand up for about 30 minutes. But I was on a podcast, so I couldn't stand up. So sometimes it's gonna happen where you're sitting for more than 30 minutes at a clip. And at that point, you really got to do something to allow your body to unwind. So this is perfect. Awesome. Laying onto your side now, going into that dynamic quad, pulling that leg back, forward, trying to relax into that stretch. Remember to breathe. Switching sides. Again, doesn't have to be strenuous. That's the funny thing about mobility training. When we're trying to work on our flexibility, our stability, everyone's under the assumption that you have to put like all this crazy work and all this crazy strain into it, where I feel like consistency is gonna trump intensity. Just by taking this minimalistic approach and moving and doing something, you're gonna really notice within a few days that your body starts opening up. There are 1,000 other routines I can create, but this one here is very complete. It's something that you can repeat every day. It's not gonna get old, and I promise you, you're gonna feel pretty good from doing it. Already, every set's feeling looser and looser. Cool. Last one, cat and dog. Pushing away from the floor. Now we're already into our second round. And if you're pressed for time and you got to get out earlier, 2 rounds is fine. But we're going to go for 3 today. One more time. Good. If you need some water, take it. Again, trying to get that heart rate up a little bit. Reaching over, tilting, taking our breath, squeezing my glutes. So this glute is tight right now, which is helping to loosen my hip flexor a bit. It's also helping to protect my lower back so I'm not arching or extending into my lower back. Awesome. It just feels good. Here we go. Tilting over to one side. Back into that dynamic hamstring. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Remember, if you can't extend that leg, bend that opposite leg. Okay, I said that earlier on. 10 times now. 2, 3. If you need to put a pillow or something to relax your neck, I don't want you feeling any neck strain here. Now, I've been doing this movement for a while, so I'm very used to it, but if you have to use some type of prop, please do so. Other side. Again, you can use this routine if you're going out to play tennis, if you're going snow skiing, if you're going for a run, playing in the yard in the summertime. This is something before your normal workout routine. This is just a very easy, user-friendly program. So I'm gonna open up. Last 2 movements. 2, 3. Good. So set, you just feel looser and looser, like this rotation is just already improving. I would almost rather someone split this type of workout up into, different times during the day rather than doing it all in one lump sum. I mean, naturally, one lump sum is better than nothing, but I feel like our bodies need these breaks. And we need to get fluid throughout the joint, and we got to get that muscle tissue a little bit. We need to get ourselves out of that poor posture. Okay, so that was about 10 reps there. So we had 5 movements, 3 rounds, all in around 10 minutes. Really simple, body weight, user-friendly. Hope you guys like that one. I've got more coming for you. Thanks.